The New York Times reported this week that, quote, the biggest, baddest black hole has been discovered. A story about Herman Cain's credibility? Or worse, another girlfriend has been found? Too crude? No, this was an actual space in the stars black hole in a galaxy 330 million miles away called Leo. Go ahead, post your negative comments now. So go there, Leo, and it's still not far enough away. Where's Derek? Okay, you haters all done? A black hole is where gravity is so strong, it sucks everything into it. Now, what the hell does this have to do with racing? Well, also this week, Grand Am held their Daytona 24 test days, starring Ferrari 458, the Corvette Daytona prototype, and Audi R8 as the new brands to Grand Am. And I realized, as did the American Le Mans Series, that Grand Am, the road racing arm of NASCAR, was the black hole of U.S. racing, working hard to suck up every manufacturer building race cars. I'll explain it all and why this week may be the biggest, baddest in sports car racing history. Boldly going where no one else dares, this is the voyage of the Starship Shakedown. Speaking of black holes, the money vortex that is Bernie Ecclestone got his $30 million F1 payment, and the 2012 Austin, Texas USGP at the Circuit of the Americas race is back on. Well, it's still on the schedule, with Bahrain. Now the black hole that is the budget to build an F1 track needs to suck up the money needed to finish the damn place. But Bernie's pocket was not the black hole I started the show with. I was talking Grand Am for getting 3 new manufacturers to race with them, joining BMW, who stepped into GT last year. But name-calling Grand Am is really not fair. It's just business, and they play it well. Way back on the August 13, 2010 Shakedown show, I spoke about how Grand Am was getting in bed with the FIA to agree on car specs that would attract more manufacturers to Grand Am. At the time, the rumor was GT3 specs, but in typical NASCAR style, they crafted their own version of GT3. Still, it was close enough to get Ferrari and Audi to commit. The Corvette DP, we've covered before. That's just GM beholding to their NASCAR loyalty and thinking they can win sports car races on the cheap versus battling the bigger budgets of BMW, Porsche, Ferrari in ALMS and at Le Mans. Yes, Corvette C6R is still there for 2012, but Audi joining Grand Am is what's moving US racing today. Sorry, Ferrari, Porsche, and BMW, because remember, Audi left ALMS. Audi announced the setup of a US racing customer support center. Audi's commitment to sell and service a bunch of US race cars prompted the American Le Mans Series to announce right after the first Grand Am test day, hey, we'll accept the Audi R8 into our GT Class 2. The ACO, the Le Mans sanctioning body, is working with Audi to homologate the R8 for the ALMS, but it will take until July next year. So the PR was just a blunt against Grand Am's momentum for getting Audi and Ferrari to join them. Now let me stop right here to try to put sports car racing, US and global, into perspective, to maybe help you understand what's really going on. Number 1, manufacturers rule, as they provide the tools to race, the cars. Number 2, manufacturers race for 2 reasons: to develop and showcase new technology, or to sell race cars and parts to make money. Okay, 3 reasons: to market their brands. Number 3 on the list of what's going on in sports car racing, Le Mans prototypes like Peugeot, Audi, the Toyota Hybrid are the technology cars. GT are the sales cars. Number 4, factory teams are an LMP thing. GT factory teams like Corvette are a dying breed. Customer cars are the business model, the Porsche model, if you will. And number 5, GT3 is the class of choice for manufacturers. GT1 is dead, too expensive, too complex. Just like the ALMS, Le Mans 24, and World Endurance Championship GTE class. So every manufacturer is building a GT3 car. Porsche, Ferrari, Audi, Mercedes, BMW, Aston, McLaren, Lotus, Ford, Lambo, Nissan GTR, and there's this Lexus LFA in a Toyota garage somewhere. GT3 is and will be the GT spec of the future. And that's great. Production-based race cars that are fast and fantastic to look at. Here's the other thing. Mike Spinelli asked me to explain all the various sports car series around the world. And it's not that hard once you realize most are just regional or national series, giving these GT3 cars many places to race. And the more there are, the more cars the manufacturers sell. So guess what they may like? Which is why Grand Am is not the devil. They just figured out and acted quicker on the fact that GT3 is the place to be if you want manufacturers to race with you. But I'm going to keep an eye on Super GT with the BRZ GT300 and a rumored Toyota Prius and Honda CRZ GT300 race car. Because hybrids are now eligible to race there, but that's all for another shakedown. And by the way, did you catch the STI logo on the BRZ GT300? Over at simraceway.com, you can now sign up and race on their beta tracks. Go over and read the blog to learn what's up. It may be beta, but it's looking pretty robust. Plus, check out the news on Sim Raceway's landmark deal with McLaren to create high-detail virtual models of every car that legendary company ever created. 60 McLarens, like the 1969 M6 GT featured on the Sim Raceway blog, the new MP4-12C GT3, and all 36 F1 cars, Sennas, Hunts, Fitties, all Sim Raceway exclusive. Well, with the exception of the current MP4-26, which must be shared with the Codemasters F1 deal. Of course, I've signed up, but not downloaded the app to race yet. I gotta get my priorities straight. But you sign up and you let us know how it goes, or I'll just log on and check your Sim Raceway lap times. Who seems to be doing the best job influencing the direction of racing? The German brands. Think about what Audi, BMW, Mercedes, and Porsche are doing in racing and to racing. Who else has that much clout? Who else has made such a commitment to racing?
We're living in the fast lane, baby.